Alright, so after that rather unfortunate turn of events, we have returned. And we're back to player number 1, Sid Highwind. And this is good, actually, because I know exactly what I need to do. So first of all, Sid's moving down to Bangkok. And he is going to call his friend, Ellen Ripley, over because she needs to get the hell out of the Pacific Rim. She's never going back there again. So that's 2 actions there. He is going to give this Bangkok card to Ripley. And finally, he is going to call over Lucy. And that way, she can give Ripley the other 2 red cards there. Because I know for sure Ho Chi Minh City's not going to blow again, and I believe Sydney is not going to blow again unless I happen to draw another epidemic card, which would be rather unfortunate. So I think we're safe for the time being, hopefully long enough for the medic to get down there and clean up that mess. So that was the 4 moves. He's going to draw back up Miami and Paris. Alright, that's fine. We can start on yellow next. And let's see. And then we have the 2 infection cards. Tehran. Alright, where are you? Tehran. And Essen. Alright, somebody's got to go up into Europe pretty soon too. For got a situation there. Okay, so Ellen's turn. Since she did not begin her turn in the Pacific Rim, she is going to get her fullest allotment of 5 actions. So 1, 2, taking these 2 red cards from Lucy Kuo. So she just needs 1 more red card to cure that disease. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see. 1, 2. Can she get to Jakarta? Yes, she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, Derek Stiles can get over to Jakarta, and she can get that last red card from him, if need be. Okay. And, ooh, an event. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's still 1 card under her hand limit. Wait, events I think might count against the hand limit. Let me check that. Alright, share knowledge. Yes. Event cards do count against the hand limit, so she is actually at the limit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Luckily still 1 underneath. So, she probably is going to want to play that government grant card pretty soon. And event cards can be played on anyone's turn. Okay, so that was the drawing step, and then we have the 2 infection cards. This way I won't lose track of how many I flipped over if I just put them off to the side first. Madrid up. Bad luck today. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Madrid has seen an outbreak. Oh, bad luck, bad luck. Which means that it has become unstable. And Riyadh. Okay. Not as bad. Okay. Lucy, the researcher. Well, what's she gonna do? So the blue disease cube is getting a little scary over there. She can't get over there with her cards, though. She could go to Johannesburg. Let's see. She could go to Moscow by discarding this card and start cleaning up the black cubes over there, which I think might be what she's going to end up doing. Yeah. Okay, so she's going to fly to Moscow, discarding the Moscow card. That's 1, 2, 3. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would so wasteful. Maybe I'm not going to discard the Moscow card. If I went, let's see, she was here. So if I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. My goodness. Okay, maybe she's not going to Moscow. So she doesn't care where she is in terms of swapping cards with people. Ellen is working on the red cards. So Derek might be able to start working on yellow cards or black cards. Let's see. It's terrible when your move doesn't seem like you can really accomplish anything on this turn. I really should get some more research stations out on the board, which is one thing I could do if I actually walked all the way to Moscow, but I couldn't do it all in one turn. Derek is coming over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Ellen can take the Jakarta card from him, or he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Sid could move him. So Derek's not really going anywhere near where Lucy is right now. I think I might just sort of slowly move Lucy over toward Moscow so she can set up a research station there. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that way she's close to Moscow if she needs to go there. And also, via Sid, we can get to Riyadh if we need to. Okay. Terrible turn. All right, 1, 2. Tehran. and Algiers. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get rid of that Moscow card, because she's actually close to being able to cure that disease. And then Washington in the United States, and Kolkata. All right. Or you could say Calcutta, I guess. Okay. So now we have Mr. Derek Stiles. Let's see. He was planning on making his way down to Ellen. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to go down to Sydney, 3, 4. That way Sydney's taken care of, and he can get moved back up there pretty easily via the dispatcher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to draw. So he's already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be his last 2 cards. New York and Chicago. Okay, so that is 7 cards. Good. And whoop, Mumbai. Where's Mumbai? All right, I think we're getting to the places that had not yet been seen, and Montreal. All right. And blue is sort of worrying me. I need to get over there. All right, Sid's turn again. So first thing Sid's going to do, he's moving Derek up to Jakarta. Second thing Sid's going to do, he's warping himself. Well, he could go to Paris, which is sort of right in the middle of the action. Somebody needs to get up there pretty soon, but we're so close to curing that black disease. Let's see. All right, he's warping himself up here, 2. Let's see. And I think he's going to go 3, 4. And set himself up to either get rid of that or set up a research station there. Okay. Madrid and Mumbai. All right, nice. Okay, we're actually in a good position to be curing the black disease and the blue disease soon enough. All right. And we have Delhi and Chicago. So let's start with Delhi and Chicago. Okay. It is Ellen Ripley's turn. So first thing she's going to do, use her government grant to add a research station to any city. She's going to go ahead and add a research station to the city where she is. That does not cost an action. So, research station in Jakarta. She started in the Pacific Rim, so she's -1 action right now. She's going to, so that's 1. 2, she's going to take Jakarta from Derek here. 3, she's discarding these 5 cards in order to cure the red disease. So, this goes from here, and it gets moved up here on top of the red disease symbol, showing that the disease is now cured. And the last thing she's going to do is she's just going to get out of the Pacific Rim, so on her next turn she won't lose that extra action. Ooh, maybe she should warp, actually. Yeah, she's going to get out of the Pacific Rim and set herself up back in Atlanta so she can start working on blue. Okay, that was not a bad turn at all. Osaka, and I knew this was coming. I knew it. Ugh, okay. And we have another epidemic. So, move the infection marker forward, which means we're interrupting this because we now have another card to deal with. Okay. Okay, so this card says, as soon as the second epidemic card has been completely resolved. Alright, so we're going to have to wait on this slightly. I'm going to put this here just to remind myself. So, epidemic card. Move the infection rate marker forward. Infect the city from the bottom of the deck. That is Tokyo, Japan. And then we're going to shuffle and go straight to the infection step. Now the nice thing here is that these red cards, all of these red cities that were causing problems, now that it's been cured, Derek here is in a pretty good situation to actually eradicate this disease. Hopefully, he can move up there, get rid of all three of these, there, get rid of that, and then at some further turn he would move to Tokyo and get rid of that. Hopefully completely eradicate the disease. Oh, he has to go to Los Angeles too. Whew. Didn't see that. Okay, so put this on top. The infection rate is still at 2, so I'm going to go 1, Mumbai. All right, that's not bad, that's not bad. And 2, Delhi. Okay, we're doing well, we're doing okay. Okay, now, what's happened now? January, mission briefing update. Worst fears confirmed. The disease with the most cubes on the board, of those that do not have discovered cures, is now classified as CODA 403A. If there are 2 or more eligible diseases, select one to be CODA 403A. The cure for CODA can no longer be found using known techniques. Players can continue to treat CODA, but it is drug resistant, and players taking the treat action must now spend 1 additional action to treat it. Right now, destroy your original objective card. A new objective will follow. And open dossier door 19. Okay, wow. So, destroy a card. I have to literally destroy this card. Let me just make sure of that rule before I go ahead and do it. But I believe destroying a card. Do. Where do we talk about destroying a card? Let's see here. Well, I know what happens. Let's see. If a character is lost, their card gets destroyed, I believe. So let's see what happens for lost characters. Destroy, in parentheses, rip up your character card. So destroy a card is ripping it up. It's good enough for me. Okay, get ready for this. Alright. Oh, I don't like doing this. Oh, ah. Ah, that card's dead. That card is destroyed. All right. Keep drawing. From this point on in the Legacy deck, draw cards reading both sides one at a time until you hit a stop card. Stop cards will tell you when to start drawing again. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The new objective. Discover cures to 3 normal diseases. This must always be one of the objectives you win to complete the game. So, the 3 normal diseases, not CODA dash 403A. And I also need to read door 19, or open door 19. So let's get that open. All right, so this is in the dossiers. Door number 19. Whoop, 9. I think these got out of order. There we go, 19. Oh, it's a little baby door. Okay. It's a sticker. Apply this sticker to the disease tracking area of the board next to the disease with the most cubes on the board. All right, so we have to decide which disease is CODA-403A, and I believe it's this blue one. So we can just count the cubes not on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, red's immune to it because it's already been cured. So, oh, this is bad. So from now on, permanently, the blue disease, also known as CODA-403A, cannot be cured, and treating it costs 2 actions. That is harsh. Wow, I am shocked. Literally shocked. My goodness. Okay. Well, that was... Whew! Alright, we'll put this trash over there. Wow. Okay, I'm having trouble even remembering whose turn it was, but I think it just was Ellen Ripley's turn. We just finished resolving this, so this can go somewhere else. And it would be Lucy Quo's turn now. Wow. That is very harsh. Okay, so she's in Tehran. I'm having trouble even thinking about this blue disease, because that's going to be causing me a lot of problems. Okay. She's in Tehran. She could go... Yeah, she's going to go down to Riyadh and get that black card. So 1, 2. She's going to take this black card from the Dr. Sid. Oh, by the way, what does this next card say? Draw this card at the end of your first game in January, before selecting your game end upgrade. So something might happen at the end of January, which is this game. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3. Just going to take this so it doesn't have an outbreak. And, oh, blue is in a bad situation. Oh, dear. So I'm assuming that Derek Styles still treats all of the disease cubes, but it takes 2 actions to do that. That makes sense to me. Okay. So, 1, 2. Why all the yellow ones? Ay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good on that. And 1. Oh, no. 2. Oh, no. Okay. So the first one was Madrid. That's another outbreak. That means there's a blue here, a blue here, a blue here, and a blue here, as well as a blue here for the Montreal card, and another panic level in Madrid. That means it is now rioting. A rioting card, you cannot take a direct flight or a charter flight in or out of that city. You cannot build a research station there. Oh, this is harsh. Madrid. Who knew that Madrid was going to be the start of the end of the world? Okay. Derek Styles. So, I have a choice. Derek can work on eradicating the red disease. Or he can work on cleaning up blue. Now I know Madrid's not going to pop again, and the other blue cities only have 2 cubes each. So I think I might work on eradicating the disease. Actually, it's actually going to be fastest for me to go 1, 2, because he can automatically cure by moving in there. Take a, a charter flight, direct flight to Chicago. Like so. And then 4. And all he needs to do is move into Tokyo or be moved into Tokyo by Sid, and that disease will have been eradicated unless new cubes come out. Alright, so let's hope for that. Okay. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs 2 more. 1, 2. Oh! Another epidemic. Alright, so what's getting hit by this epidemic? Osaka. Ooh, harsh. Alright, so Osaka gets these 3 disease cubes, and these get shuffled and put on top. And Derek just drew the One Quiet Night event. I'm playing it immediately. I'm skipping this infection phase. I have a few reasons for that. One is that Sid here is going to move Derek here to eradicate the red disease. So skipping the infection step. The other reason being, of course, Madrid is going to pop again. So, Sid's turn. He can move other characters, and moving Derek will allow him to use his ability to instantly eradicate the disease. Oh! So he actually needs to go up, then across. It's going to take 3 actions, but I think it's worth it. 1, 2... immediately eradicate. 3, whoop, automatically treat that. Which means this disease, all red cubes have been removed from the board, so it has been eradicated. Now, let's take a look at the eradicated. I believe nothing happens immediately in terms of legacy. Okay. Eradicate. Where does it mention eradication? think it probably is under treat disease. Yeah. The last cube of cured disease is removed. The disease is eradicated. Flip its cure marker from its vial side to its eradicated side. The first time you eradicate a disease, invent a name for it. Write its new name on the board in the disease tracking area. Eradicating a disease also gives you the option to give it a positive mutation at the end of the game. Okay, so this is good. So the eradicated disease, the red disease, is going to be called, hold on here. I just realized something. 1, 2, 3, 4 outbreaks have occurred. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to move it. That last one. Okay. Okay. Is that the right number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope that's correct. Okay. The red disease will now be known as, let's see. Okay, so I've eradicated the red disease, and having eradicated the disease, I get to give it a name. And the name of the red disease is now hemorrhagic fever. And it will not be bothering the residents of Asia and the Pacific Rim any longer, which is good. Okay, and I get one more action here. So I think what I should do is the next person to go will be Ripley. It's very important we do something about this blue disease. So I believe that Sid can actually move Ripley somewhere on the board using his cards, because he can move her as though she were him. When he moves a player's pawn, cards that need to be played or discarded come from the dispatcher's hand. Got it. So he can actually discard this Paris card, move Ripley to Paris, where she can start dealing with Madrid and London and Paris and Europe. Okay. And hopefully that's enough, because I don't have any more events, and I have a feeling Madrid is going to have another bad one. Washington, Istanbul, okay, and oh dear. Get those other two set up, but I'm going to have another bad situation here in Madrid. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have lost this game. The panic level has risen again in Madrid. It is now 3. So, rioting has continued to heighten. Oh dear. Okay, and that goes up again. Montreal. Oh man. And Mumbai. Some good news. But I still think I might have lost this game. Okay. Well, we'll find out. It is Ripley's turn. She has 5 actions. 1, 2. Oh dear. See, I would go back into Madrid. But the problem with that is that I don't think that card's coming up again. Unless I get another epidemic, which is not very likely. It's going to be a little while, I think. So I think I'm going to go up into London instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It now taking 2 to cure that. But otherwise I'm going to run out of blue cubes, and I'm instantly lost if that happens. So, St. Petersburg, Beijing, Delhi, that's good, Osaka, harmless now that that's been eradicated, and Taipei, harmless. Ah, finally some good luck. Okay, so now Lucy Kuo. Well, she is sharing a space there with Sid. Let's see, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she should probably give him some yellow cards, then set herself up to receive some black cards. So he can go ahead and handle 2 yellow cards. And well, I want to get rid of this Johannesburg because I'm not very likely to actually head over there. In fact, the yellow disease has been pretty tame this whole game. So one is that. Buenos Aires is pretty far away. Khartoum is close, so get rid of Buenos Aires as well. Alright, so now Sid's got 7, so that's 1, 2 actions. Let's see here. And to receive a card, she could get one in Mumbai, which is in danger of having a bad thing happen. Let's see, Mumbai and Delhi are both at the top. So I think she's going to actually go to Mumbai. 1, 2, well, 3, 4, because she can't go to Mumbai and treat, so she's going to treat, move, go to Mumbai later, because she can still get the Karachi card as well. No, she's not going to treat. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. She's going to draw. Come on, come on. Flexible aid package. Discard 1 to 3 city cards from your hand. The current player takes 1 additional action for every card you discard. That's pretty good. And then Kolkata, Chicago. Okay, Kolkata, Chicago, and Brazil, Sao Paulo. All right, we have another outbreak. Which means another sticker. Fun. Whew. Alright, yep, probably lost this game. But there's still a chance. Okay, so Derek Styles is in Osaka. He can go to New York and clear out that blue disease there. He's going to do that. Charter flight to New York. Or that's the other one, whatever that's called. All right, 1, 2, 3 to clear out all 3 of these cubes. And he's going to go ahead and... Well, he doesn't want to be in Madrid in case there's another outbreak in Madrid. Ah, dear. It's just as likely for there to be an outbreak in Madrid as for there to be one in Montreal. So he is going to go to Madrid, I think. All right. And 1, 2, and you know, maybe it would be time to play that flexible aid package. Well, it's too late. I've already drawn the cards. That's too bad. It would have been a good time because he's super disease treater. Riyadh. 1, Sydney, and Tehran. Okay, good. We're managing to keep the peace somehow. Okay, so that means it is Sid's turn. Sid's going to go to Mumbai using his special ability. He's going to give the Mumbai card, and while he does that, Lucy is going to play Flexible Aid Package, get rid of these 2 cards, so that's 2 extra actions for Sid here. So he goes here. That's 1, 2. All right, so she can now cure that disease. Let's just go ahead and 3. Well, he has a Madrid card, but we can't cure the blue fever, actually. So 1, 2, 3. He gets 6 total. He also has a Washington card, Buenos Aires. 1, 2, 3. Where's Istanbul? Way over there. 1, 2, 3. Four. Oh, this is bad if Madrid has another outbreak. Well, what can you do, really? 5, 6. Well, now Madrid's not going to have another outbreak, so that's good. All right. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has to discard one of these. Well, we don't really need the blacks anymore. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. So what do we need less? Chennai will get you pretty close to a research station, so I'm going to get rid of Istanbul. All right. And then 1, Washington. 2, Essen. 3, Tokyo. Okay, good. So Washington, then Essen. Okay, we're really close, actually. We're really close. All that Sid needs is 1 yellow card. Lucy can cure this. Sid can cure yellow if he has 1 more card. We just need to survive that long. So we need to keep the blue disease under control. And this black one is getting sort of out of hand too. So, Ellen's turn. She has 5 actions because she didn't start her turn in the Pacific Rim. So let's go ahead and She could go, Where is she even? She's here. So she goes 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Then she could, well, if she went down to Los Angeles, no, I'm not gonna. So she started in London. If she goes 1, 2, 3, Sao Paulo is safer. Then she could go 4, 5 down to Santiago, so she can give the Santiago card to the dispatcher. Okay. Whoa. I think I've lost. Okay. Epidemic. This happens. New York. That seems like a loss. Oh, by the way, epidemic is going to happen, but she also gets one more card, I think. So keep that in mind. Okay. And then this gets shuffled and put on top. I think I am dead. Alright, let's see it. I'll just leave this here because I think I'm about to lose. What? Oh, and her extra card was Milan. 1, Tokyo. Oh, okay. 2, Madrid. That's the last cube. Does that mean I lose, or is it after I try to place another one? Unable to place the number of disease cubes needed. All right. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. New York. Unable to place the number of disease cubes needed means an outbreak does not occur, which means New York is safe from panic, but January has been lost to the diseases. So close to curing the black one and the yellow one, just wasn't able to make it happen. Luckily, we've cured hemorrhagic fever and eradicated it, which means we get a positive mutation. But first, draw this card at the end of their first game in January, before selecting your game and upgrades. Win bonus. Scratch this bonus off if you win a game in January. Destroy this card at the end of February. Well, I certainly didn't win a game in January yet, but I guess we'll keep this on top of the deck. That's nice. Nice. Okay. So, that means this game is a loss. I'm going to record that there. Lose. But we do get our increased funding. Funding goes up to 6, which means 2 extra events in that deck. And that means we get to pick 2 events. Let's see. In either case, choose 2 upgrades, clear the board of all game pieces, discard all city cards, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, what two events? I'm definitely picking up a positive mutation for hemorrhagic fever. Because that just seems, I managed to eradicate it, I might as well. So I'm going to pick up, you have to do the positive mutations in order, so I'm going to get a common structure. It has a common structure, which means I no longer need to be in a research station to discover the cure to hemorrhagic fever. That's pretty handy. Let's see here, and I get one more. So I can give, let's see, Jakarta was the one that has a research station. I only built one. I can give an upgrade to one of the characters. I can get an unfunded event, or I can take one of my research stations on the board and make it a starting research station. So I'm sort of thinking twice about giving upgrades to Ellen Ripley now that she has that disadvantage. This grassroots program event looks really nice. Ooh, I could give Ripley this grizzled so she doesn't gain scars anymore. I could give her this flexible. That's a really nice ability. Discard a card to draw a card of the same color from the player discard pile. That is a really nice ability. Because then I could do chartered flights and direct flights much more easily, as well as setting up research stations. At the start of your turn, look at the top 2 infection cards. Increase your hand limit by 1. Once per turn, you may treat disease in a city connected to your city. Do not discard a card when taking a direct flight. Show the card and return it to your hand. All of those seem like good abilities. Let's see here. You know, if I gave Derek Stiles, the medic, that local connection so he can treat disease in a city connected to your city, that would be really nice. But I might just want to go ahead and get a starting research station here in Jakarta, because getting those research stations out on the board faster, I mean, that can't hurt. And Jakarta is in the red area, so remember that the red disease is going to be easier to treat next time, but it's also right on the edge of the black area. Luckily, the worst disease in this game was the blue one, which is the one right where I begin. I might need to think about this. Okay, so after some careful consideration, I went ahead for my first 2 upgrades. I got a positive mutation for hemorrhagic fever, and I just got a starting research station in Jakarta, so that from now on, I will have a research station in Jakarta at the very beginning of the game. I won't have to worry about building one. Hopefully that will be what I need for the next game, because things aren't looking so good so far for the world. But I have a higher level of funding and a few small advantages, so hopefully that will be just the push that we need. In any case, that's the end of the first play of Pandemic Legacy. Already you've seen me tearing up some cards, putting stickers on the board, writing with permanent ink. Great stuff is happening, and there's even a lottery-style scratch card. So, pretty exciting. But for now, until we have a chance to regroup and try again to combat these deadly diseases, I'm going to have to say, that's all she wrote.